Williamstown comes into this one 11-3 following 2 straight wins against Ravenswood and Ritchie County. Closing in on halftime, Seneca Heller makes a strong move to the basket to make it 26-17 heading into the break. Start of the third, Caitlin Blake takes the entry pass and finishes at the rim. She had 22 points to lead all scorers. Jackets trying to stay in it. Gracie Montgomery connects from downtown to make it 38-32 Wheeling. Skipping to early in the fourth quarter, Heller makes a nice spin move to free herself up for the layup. Less than a minute to go in the fourth now as Williamstown is down 5. Faith Pickens delivers, hitting the 3 to cut the deficit to 2. Maroon Knights score on their next possession, but Annabelle Haught drops her defender, gets into the paint, and finishes to make it a 2-point game once again. Quinn Bunch gets it to Haught this time, and she comes up huge again, converting on in the lane to tie it at 51 with 18 to play. Clock ticking, Heller finds Addie Payton in the corner, and she puts it in. A dagger 3 to make it 54-51 with less than a second on the clock. Williamstown has it with .6 on the clock. Pickens heaves up a prayer, will not go. Wheeling Central Catholic takes this one in the thriller, 54-51.